Okay, getting set for race number 3 this afternoon from Red Source in Charlottetown as the horses swing in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Vance got a special birthday here. Want to say happy birthday to Sheldon Campbell. Vance, he's going to be 98 on November 12th. Never misses a card at Red Shores. Up to you for the call.
Can you imagine the harness racing history with Mr. Campbell, Peter? That's incredible. Lining up here in the third with Raising Sand, J.K.'s Henry, West Coast Kid. Doc Darrell, proud of you today. Red, white, and boots. Ashes to ashes. Post time. Up and facing J.K.'s Henry, the first one out. On the rail, Raising Sand, sagging third to their outside. West Coast Kid up the rail fourth. That is Doc Darrell. 3 wide, fifth. Ashes to ashes between horses 6. Proud of you today. Red, white, and boot, 7th on the backstretch, led by J.K.'s Henry, in line to Brad Smith. Raising Sand is second, third on the outside, Ashes to Ashes. 4th, West Coast Kid. Now Ashes to Ashes gone to Plan B, and he'll get a spot on the cones. 4th. Then in 5th is Doc Darrell. Racing from 6 on the rail, that's proud of you today. And a red, white, and boot, 7th off a solid opener of 28 and 2. Down the stretch they come for the first time, led by J.K.'s Henry. 2-hole ride, Raising Sand, West Coast Kid third, marching on the outside 4th. Proud of you today is underway. Ashes to Ashes 5th. On the outside is red, white, and boot 6th. Going to the outside 7th, Doc Darrell 58 and 2 was the half. Rolling around the turn, arriving at 5/8 next, and J.K.'s Henry the leader. There goes Raising Sand into the 2-hole now to challenge with Campbell. Proud of you today picks up third, red, white, and boots 4th. Then in 5th, that is Doc Darrell. 6 is Ashes to Ashes. West Coast Kid got into some kind of trouble. He backed right through them here. On by the 3/4. J.K.'s Henry still there in the lead going. Raising Sand on the outside second. The 3/4 in 1:28 and 3. They're turning for home. J.K.'s Henry trying to see it through. Raising Sand on the outside second. Proud of you today third. 4th, Doc Darrell on the wire next, and J.K.'s Henry takes Brad Smith on top at every call. Second is Raising Sand. Proud of you today will finish third. And the time for the mile in 1:58 flat.
Okay, here's a slow-mo for race number 3 from Red Shores in Charlottetown this afternoon. And tip your hat to J.K.'s Henry and Brad Smith. They won at the front end here today, and they would not let anybody go here as they get to the opening split through 28 and 2 here for J.K.'s Henry. Raising Sand was second at that point. West Coast Kid and Ashes to Ashes left hard, but had to settle into the 4-hole early. 58 and 2 for J.K.'s Henry. They kept rolling. Mark made a quick move on the backside with 1 Raising Sand, but couldn't go by 2 on the backside through 1:28 and 3. And down the stretch they come here now. Little lean back here for Brad Smith as he took on everybody here today, and they could not get to him. Tip your hat to J.K.'s Henry. Put on the point and rolls right down the Red Shores Highway. 1:58 flat. J.K.'s Henry and Brad Smith back in the crown. Rust-proofing winner circle next.
JK's Henry into the third race winner's circle by facing gelding 5 by JK End of an Era from the Sand Shooter Dam, Sandy's Golden Hour. Owned by Alan Smith of Brookfield and Brad Smith of North Wiltshire. Bred by Wilbur Eash from Bristol, Indiana. Brad Smith, training and driving, put the horse on top at every call today, winning in 158. JK's Henry in the third.